Hey guys, welcome back to Detroit Garage. I'm going to do a cold start on the old oil burner. So this is my 1948 Duo-Therm oil stove and running waste vegetable oil in it. And we'll do a cold start how I started anyway. It won't start on vegetable oil, so I have to use a bit of wood and some diesel, but yeah, we'll go through that procedure. Just got in the shop. It's around 39 degrees Fahrenheit. And let's see what the outside walls are. Just above freezing, 33. So I'll run you through the procedure of starting and stopping the stove. I shut it down before I leave the shop. I don't leave it unattended. Yeah, so I'll clean the burn chamber out, just a little bit of ash from the wood to start it. You can't really see much in there. Let's see if we can get a decent picture of what's in there. That's it. You gotta vacuum this out. It needs a vacuum badly. But that's the inside of the burn chamber. The stove, I just blew it out with compressed air, so it needed to be cleaned. But that's the burn chamber there. So nice and clean. Anyway, we'll throw some wood in this and a cup of diesel and start it up. All right, I just used a little bit of wood. There's a scrap pallets down the road for free, so I just use those old pallets just to start it. And then about a cup of diesel. There we go. So there it is, and I'll leave that and let it run for about 5 minutes, and then I'll add a bit of air to it to get it a leaner burn out of it. Okay, we're gonna add a bit of air to it now. when it's cold like this, you gotta add the air slowly. Once the combustion chamber is up to temperature, it'll start to atomize that diesel and it'll burn really clean. It's starting to do that now. So you'll slowly see the blue flame. See that? Hopefully the camera picks that up. It's starting to atomize that diesel now. It's almost like a kerosene. See that? And it won't burn well with this door open. It has to be closed. So now I run it like this for 5 more minutes. And then I start adding the veg oil to it. And it sort of gasifies that wood as well. So the diesel and the wood burn together. Get that burn chamber hot, and then I add the veg oil. While I do this, I go make a tea. So now the last of that little bit of wood is starting to burn off. And it's about 10 minutes maybe now. And I just turned the veg oil on. And I've got about a half a PSI of air pressure. Then now I'll turn it up to about 2.5. There, that's 2 PSI. So I'll leave the, I put the carb setting on 4, and then now I run it for about 20 minutes like this, and then put the carb setting on 6. $345, and then 650, 668-ish. I run it around this temp all day when it's colder out, and I have the carb setting on 6. That runs pretty sweet. Anyway, I'll bring you back for the shutdown in about 4 hours. Well guys, just about 3 hours has passed since I lit the stove, and it's gone from 6 degrees up to 14.5, which is about 58 degrees, 60 degrees Fahrenheit. And the stove, I've got it set to 6.5 on the carburetor setting, and that's given me 417 on the flue. And this only goes to 750, and if it goes above 750 it reads high. So it's probably around 800. And then you could see the flames are just rolling around in there, right up over the top and into the exhaust pickup, our flue pickup. And you can see, I don't know if the camera will see that, there's a tiny hole there, and the flame is just running past that. So it's basically at its maximum performance, smoke free. If I try to add more fuel, I've got to add a lot more air. But it's hot enough. I mean, it's really hot. So if I run it any hotter than this, yeah, about 730, 740. If I run it any hotter than this, it starts to burn rich and emit some emissions. So right now it's running super clean, and I like to keep it that way so my neighbor doesn't complain. But yeah, really nice stove, and it's free heat. So if you look at my previous video on this stove, I explain the waste veggie oil that's running in it. So about a half an hour before I leave, I shut it down. So I'll bring you back for the shutdown. Alright guys, we're going to shut it down. So all I have to do is turn the fuel off. And then watch the flame die out. It takes about 5 minutes for the fire to go out. Everything in that burn chamber is cherry red. Everything is glowing red hot in there. And that's what atomizes the fuel. I should say kind of vaporizes it. I don't want to get that too close. Wreck the camera. Alright, it's starting to die out now, and you could just see the glow, the carbon at the bottom of the pot, and the metal ring glowing red hot. I don't want to get the camera too close, but hopefully the camera picks that up. So I basically ran this thing at full throttle for 4 hours, and it got plenty hot. So it will take more than 5 minutes to shut down because the gases are still burning. There's a good look. See all the carbon burning. Now you can see the burn pot glowing red hot. So, wow, that's hot. I run it until there's no more flame, and then I turn off the air. All right, the flame has gone out. And that's just the carbon in the bottom burning. So now I run it for about another 5 minutes with the air, and then I shut the air off. Okay, now I shut the air off. And that's it. It's shut down. And I hang around for another half an hour before I leave the shop and make sure that nothing's burning, because I do a lot of welding and stuff in the shop as well. So yeah, that's it, guys. That's the start and stop procedure. Well, there you have it, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. And again, thanks for checking in, and we'll catch you on the next video. Take care.